Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Rushing toward danger. Tonight, the Local 4 defenders had the inside story of an officer's act of heroism on I-94.
Families are rushing to save whatever they can from flood damage in their homes, and in some cases, it's affecting people's jobs, too.
Storm Tracker 4 showing the latest round of severe weather moving out of Metro Detroit, but we're not in the clear for this evening just yet.
But we begin here at 6 with tragic breaking news from Detroit's west side.
A DTE worker is dead after coming in contact with a downed wire, and we are now hearing from DTE. Mara McDonald live with what we know as we hit the 6 o'clock hour. Mara.
Devin, we have new information for you tonight. We are live here along Braille Street. This is where everything has really been the epicenter this afternoon. DTE is still out here trying to piece together exactly what happened at this home you see behind me. What we do know is this: there had been power problems in this area since around 11 o'clock today, including at one single home here on Braille. So DTE sends an experienced lineman, somebody who has been on the job for decades, out here. What neighbors are telling us is that he was trying to restore power to the home in the rain. The next thing they know, he's on the ground. Now, Detroit Fire is telling us that when they got out here, they found that lineman on the ground with a power line in his hands. Firefighters worked on him. It just was hopeless at that point. He was deceased. He was transported to a local hospital. Now, officially from DTE tonight, they are saying this: he was dedicated to doing his best to serve our customers, and to us, he was a hero. We're in the process of informing his family and colleagues and are asking for time and respect to make these notifications. Our 10,000 employees are grieving right now. We send our love and support to his family and loved ones. And I can tell you, Devin and Kimberly, just from the multitude of DTE members who have been here on the street, they tell us that this was a really well-loved colleague who had been on the job for a very long time. We're live on Detroit's west side in the Brightmoor neighborhood. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Are with the family as well as his co-workers.
Just awful. Yeah. All right, Mara. It's been a very volatile afternoon of weather again. We've had downpours affecting drivers again on I-90. Oh, this was on the downtown highways. This was the scene today on I-75.
Yeah, just a mess. Traffic made it through there, but you can see how deep the water is. Ben, everybody kind of on edge over the rain right now.
Yeah, that first round came through probably too early today because the atmosphere is trying to reset itself for a possible second round, and we'll talk about that in a minute. I wanted to show you that stuff got going here just about the noon hour out in Lansing, and it did prompt warnings here in multiple spots here across southeast Michigan, but it was the amount of rain that was the biggest impact. Now we're left with generally dry conditions, but we're keeping an eye on what's going on here just south of Charlotte. And again, that's the area that we saw that initiation just about noon. This stuff is going, it's holding together, but we are not seeing any warnings with these thunderstorms, and a lot of that stuff that we're seeing coming out of northern Indiana is staying to our south, so that's good news. Storm Prediction Center has taken out a lot of the people that were affected by the storms earlier from the severe risk, still leaving it in for the south zone. So again, this is going to be a close call. My hunch is we're going to be okay, but the model's suggesting that there still is going to be some thunderstorm activity through about 10 o'clock tonight. Now, some of this may be non-severe, but it is chance we could get wet up until about 12 o'clock. It's going to be humid, even though it's not going to be all that hot this evening. 78 to 75 will be those temperatures. Humidity sticks around a little while longer, but we'll look at the changes coming forward in just a few minutes. Local Forecasters app is the best way to track that stuff tonight. If it develops, go search for it for free in your app store by searching WDIV. Guys.
All right, Ben. Stretch of I-94 in Detroit and Dearborn is back open. Only part of it, though, over last weekend's flooding.
The westbound lanes from West Grand Boulevard to Michigan Avenue reopened this afternoon for drivers. Road crews worked today to get cars towed away and debris removed from the interstate. The eastbound lanes of I-94 and the I-96 ramp to I-94 will remain closed for repairs. MDOT says the repairs may take 1 to 2 weeks to finish. Meanwhile, major cleanup efforts continue in neighborhoods all over Metro Detroit.
In some cases, it's not just possessions like furniture and carpets that have been lost. Victor Williams live on Detroit's east side, where the tools of one man's trade are in jeopardy. Victor.
Yes, and this water has been known to cause problem after problem for homeowners dealing with this flooding. But this family that we're speaking to today have really been have been hit hard. That's because their office is pretty much their basement.
We might be able to save some of the equipment, you know, blowing it out, drying it.
Days after all the heavy rain, and people are still trying their best to recover, salvaging any belongings they can.
Getting it out of the house hasn't been as traumatizing as it was when I came down Saturday morning and saw it all underwater.
Shauna Turvaville's husband, Juan Joe, is a carpenter who works from his basement. His entire workstation now gone.
I just bought pretty much $1,000 worth of cypress and African mahogany.
All the wood he uses destroyed and tossed out at a time the price of wood is extremely high.
That's just not even salvageable. I hate doing it, but you know, I don't have a choice.
But the worst part is the smell of all the soggy, water-damaged items still sitting outside.
And a lot of people use their basements for their freezers. There's a lot of rotting food right now on the sidewalks because nobody can use it.
A family of raccoons could even be seen exiting a car with the doors left open to dry the inside.
Everything that was on the ground Saturday is still on the ground. It's not going anywhere.
In the meantime, Shauna and Juan Joe are doing all they can to prevent mold from growing in the basement.
You can take a hose down there, spray everything down, put bleach down, wash everything down.
And we're wishing this family the best of luck. This has now affected them so bad that they're now going to be behind thousands of dollars. Victor Williams, Local 4.
It's just been awful and so repeated so many times all over town. All right, Victor.
A dramatic video out of Harper Woods tonight shows a public safety officer putting himself in harm's way to rescue a man from a burning car on I-94. Local 4 defender Sean Lay had a chance to speak with that officer, and Sean, before he got there, he didn't even realize anybody was trapped in that car.
That's why we're behind the wheel, actually. You're right, Officer Luke Pauly. We just got through speaking with him a short time ago. He was responding to a rollover accident on I-94. The car was on fire. When he got there, he did not know someone was trapped inside that car. He ran up. It's all caught on camera. What exactly he did next. The Local 4 defenders will put you behind the wheel of a Harper Woods police cruiser. You are seeing what Officer Luke Pauly is seeing. He's rushing up to a car that rolled over on I-94 at Moroz. The call was for a car on fire. There was no word that the driver was trapped in the car.
And as soon as I got out of my scout car, there was a bunch of, bystanders yelling at me that somebody was trapped. So my training just kicked in.
Now let's switch you to Officer Pauly's body camera. You can hear people telling him that the driver is trapped. That's no longer a car, it's a death trap.
Somehow he made it into the passenger seat of the vehicle. I don't know if it was from the impact, but it looked like he was trying to get himself out of the vehicle, and he was unsuccessful in doing so. So I reached my hand in because the outside door handle was locked. And I was able to unlock the door, and he pretty much just fell into my arms, and that's when I just pulled him to safety.
And now here is that dramatic save. Officer Pauly pulling the driver out. The driver was in and out of consciousness, but soon came to. The 23-year-old driver's life saved by this 30-year-old Harper Woods police officer.
All I could think was perfect timing. Glad we got here, It all worked out. I don't think he would have made it. The timing was perfect. Somebody was looking out for him.
Someone was looking out for that 23-year-old driver. Get this, when Officer Pauly got him to the side, 2 nurses were in traffic. They got out and started tending to him. We're told the 23-year-old driver should be okay, but as you saw there on camera, great save by that Harper Woods police officer. Back to you.
Everybody being in the right place at the right time for that guy. All right, Sean, thank you.
All right, today's coronavirus headlines now. Metro Detroit Health System announces a vaccine mandate for its employees. Henry Ford Health is going to require all of its workers to be fully vaccinated by September 10th. The first Michigan health system to announce a COVID vaccine mandate. Meanwhile, UAW is dropping its mask mandate for fully vaccinated workers. That'll be effective July 12th. Michigan, meanwhile, reporting 173 new cases of the COVID virus and 32 more deaths. today. As the push continues to vaccinate more adults and children over the age of 12, many parents are wondering when a vaccine is going to be available for younger children. Dr. Frank McGeorge here with an update on those efforts. Doc?
Yeah, Devin, you know, vaccines may be available for those age 5 and up as early as this fall. Pfizer and Moderna are both testing their vaccines in children. Now, Pfizer plans to enroll 4,600 kids age 5 to 11 in the U.S., Finland, Poland, and Spain. And those children are playing a critical role in helping all kids get back to a more normal life.
More people are going to restaurants, socializing, and wearing their masks less.
And then another thing I'd love to do is just go see my friends and have a big party.
9-year-old Diamo isn't quite there yet. His mom, dad, and 13-year-old brother Ezra have all been vaccinated, but there isn't a COVID vaccine for him yet.
Well, I have to admit, so when I heard that Ezra got his vaccination, I was excited for him, but it was kind of sad that I couldn't get one, and I still had to wear that sticky, smelly, disgusting mask.
But Diamo is part of Pfizer's vaccine trial for kids age 5 to 11 at Children's Hospital, Colorado. His dad says they signed him up without hesitation.
So we just looked at the facts and realized that there wasn't really a risk.
I was super excited because I knew now if I do this, I could actually help the vaccine out.
Dr. Payol Kohli says this research comes at a critical time.
We now have a Delta variant. We now have all these aggressive variants, and we don't know what the long-term implications of being infected with those types of variants at a young age are.
Diamo doesn't know if he received the real vaccine or a placebo.
I'm actually feeling pretty excited.
But he does know he's at least a little closer to putting that mask away.
Now, if Diamo did receive the placebo, he'll be one of the first to get the actual vaccine if it's authorized. Pfizer hopes to have results from the trial in kids age 5 to 11 sometime this summer. And if so, they expect to ask the FDA for emergency authorization for the age group in September.
Well, then what, Doctor, what are we hearing about a vaccine for children under the age of 5?
Well, you know, Devin, Pfizer and Moderna will both test their vaccines in children as young as 6 months, but a vaccine for them is actually expected to take a few months longer. Yeah. The companies basically say they're moving carefully and slowly to see how the vaccines are tolerated by that youngest age group.
We will stay on it. All right, Doc.
All right, still ahead, a Macomb County hospital is responding after its nurses vote to authorize a possible strike.
Also, billions of dollars at stake for the business owned by a Detroit Pistons legend. Up next, the court ruling involving Benny Johnson's Piston Group.